The feeling's coming, but you don't know. Oh, the feeling's coming, but you don't know. Oh, the feeling's coming, but you don't know.
And last week we talked to Brendan Donahue, and he mentioned some potential draft prospects.
And recently we caught up with one of them, dropping dimes left and right. This is a player you won't want to miss on.
The rookie fires away. What a shot.
I try to fit as much time studying in between playing the game, but that definitely can be tough sometimes.
The fun thing about draft night for this year is
welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Franz Wagner was in the Rookie of the Year consideration last year for the Magic. He said there are a lot of reasons for fans to be excited for the future. We've got a lot of young talent, but my job is to be in the now and try to win games. What's helped me so far is focusing on each day at a time. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he is definitely ahead of schedule. David, thanks. With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. Do you feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
A look at the Magic starting group. They've got Wendell Carter. Wagner is out there with Suggs. Then there's Banchero. And it's Bull in at the 4 slot. And for the Wizards, Avdia in at the small forward with Kuzma at power forward. Morris and Beal are the guards. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Avdia with it. Kuzma finds Morris. Wizards passing it around. Here's Avdia. Off target from outside. Over in the corner, Banchero. Lays it up off the glass. Banchero's got the first points up on the board for the Magic.
Jalen Suggs has proven early, if you're open, he's going to find you. Pretty pass.
Morris with the bucket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop. And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon from Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
Here's Suggs. After the made shot from Bradley Beal. A nice shot by Carter.
Just terrific offense right there. Carter Jr. almost automatic from that spot.
Here's Morris. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against New Orleans.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Avdia gets the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Wagner outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency as soon as he came into the league. You know what you'll get from him every night.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Boy, when you look at the 6'10" Franz Wagner, what you love is the skill set. It is tailor-made for today's NBA. He can stretch you from deep. He's not afraid to mix it up on the glass. You love it.
And he makes both free throws. And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Back to Wagner. Now, here's Suggs. Covered by Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now, here's Avdia. That one good for 2. The Magic trail by 4. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Hachimura is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kispert subbed in for Avdia. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. Anthony comes in for Jalen Suggs. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now here's Ross. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Morris. Hachimura the pass to Porzingis. Here's Kispert. Sinks the triple.
The more Porzingis proves himself a threat as a passer, the more dangerous he can become as a scorer.
Wagner outside. Back to Anthony. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. And a switcher also for Orlando. Isaac's checked in. Washington leading now by 5.
Well, the Washington Wizards trying to get their organization on track. I think bringing in Wes Unseld to lead that coaching staff is critical. Maintaining your tie to Bradley Beal is equally important. But boy, guys, it has been a while since they've had real success. Their last finals trip was 1979.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now, Ross, after the missed 3 from Corey Kispert. Gafford, high post. Harder on him. Gafford misses.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Washington shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Beal with the block.
How about the anticipation from Bradley Beal? Wow, what a block. I'll tell you, you allow him to get to his spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Wizards lead by 7. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
12. It's time to welcome your Wizards game.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Washington.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Running at the wings, Beal and Avdia. Porzingis is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's right in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Fultz the pass to Bull. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Back to Fultz. A shot, no good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. Carter, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
It matters not half court or in transition. Bradley Beal always a threat.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. It's a 13-point game. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. And there's already a loyalty aspect to being Carroll's making, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates and a solid foundation he can build on.
And Washington making a change here. Kuzma's checked in, so timeout called here. The first for Washington and for Orlando. It's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
Orlando with the ball after the basket by Washington. Back to Fultz. Pass to Wagner. Pocket 6. Carter outside over Porzingis, and he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Listen, it is not easy to guard a big, physical, tough guy like Wendell Carter Jr., right? It's not easy to do.
And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
The Magic trail by 14. Passes it to Bull. Shoots over Kuzma. Rebounded by the Wizards. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
They get it again. And Caro. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Avdia. Porzingis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Carter. Hits it from three-point range. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, confident shot from the big man Carter Jr. spacing the floor.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Kisper comes in for Avdia. And Morris subbed in for Wright. Orlando also making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Bull. And Anthony subbed in for Wagner.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Kispert with the bucket. Kispert's got 5 points so far.
Boy, smart decision from Kuzma right there. Skilled getting the basketball to his teammate.
The Magic trail by 14. Here's Carter. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Here's Morris. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Knicks in New York.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for the Magic, Mo Wagner. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
There's 37 seconds left now here in the second. Beal, the pass to Porzingis. Over Carter. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Kispert. And a miss there on the triple. Carter on the wing. It's up a 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Carter's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Magic.
Well, the continued evolution of the center position, guys like Wendell Carter Jr., boy, they are capable from deep.
And so it's the Washington Wizards heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field.
Bradley, a strong first half for you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They've got the 7-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.